ndiedu akwade na won me wo man kase mu nyina nso eyen kontanto anokro na so 106.1 FM eno ye Kingdom man kasim Sompa FM live ye YouTube ena Sompa 106.5 FM Accra ehwo nso won se kan nsemi nyina no yewura prince atabo atia bo no boade akwakoto www.sompaonline.com obenya bia kenkanya bia hwe na awiensam a ye de ba no de die mu akote na obeti bi ene se
Yebako kopiemo ewo asante mantema yinkro kumase asemo efiwo eba ne se kaye mefo akwa bubu edum pz bia ya won tonton phones no enura ye de beto etiefo anim se mentimi ho ase bi yesi ewo manso impetuum enam so ema adehye ne biti nananom se do sansemi mu ye ne mrahye badwani oho ebedi mu nkomo
wosona manyo ko titire ne wobono mantemu kwamba fa branye ya se wakodi mpanimfo nsa no NPP fo guso kasa ho
na jomtireni ya wowo energy commission so Ghana yemru ahebedwefie e de atodwa se ECG4 proposal na warmode baye no onje ntumo
sada na owura kwadwonsa fo pokunso kasa kire mu se Ghana Water Company Limited ensuo no wa matete so dada nti Ghana de mutua no eye de wofam a
ene etua no se tie bia yesamo yire mo hotua esanse Ghana gas fo nso kura se be ya ohamunche mu adu okono baako ankantomo mra
abai no eba be 50,000 capacity stadium ewo Boteman hwan ena ekasa asemi
Reverend Intimfo job amane akire mu se ekamia ye se abai wei ene ni panimfo a wo mu bu oman no wo mu di oman na somdue tontonpe
na Poland fo nso kasa o se Russia ne Ukraine tokwa no ehon fana ma bia fa won ho ana ye die ntra eno na wiei OBAAPA time ya Dr. Tafri jade abadwa so etu malaria se time heba mixture ene heba mixture ne capsules ebo immune system no ehwe yemu na ye de atoa ewo akirichiri ene abenche mu sada ena anyi wono nko tete hododo no a ya na abefo ene kwan so ye frere T74 2074 mixture no so kan ye ho ena awie ye de nsa ne bre o se kase bo akenkanfo ye triple A mine Ajapi APAM DADAA ewie mene menuamoma
OBAAPA nana ya kechre na fe
ABENA ADEPA kofi Ebusia ye se ensamna se ede ama na ye kwakwahase ewo enra ensemu a yedi frimu ebesomo ewo impetuum na arehosemu a enra yedi tumanim ni se adehia wonom eye emabunu a womo ewo impetuum ene Asanko Gold Mine Limited eno no ewo asante emantemu emu asojafo womo de yantamani ama obi nim de kwate bayra homamu ema akoko esode ye enam so kura ma assembly member wono wo aboabo ononyafo Samson wano kura no etu kasa no ema woti nananom esiedo eyarehosam na sede emabunu no eye wonom ne emamu ekire mu se wo mo kura de na eye wonom ebufu kura ye asojafo asese yesi wo mabegu mpotam ho enam so ma mabunu ni nyinada wonom atonkunuma agu wo mo na asentia busua yi eda Facebook ni so sisi a eye Sompa 106.5 FM Accra Sompa 106.5 FM Accra said yesese ekuro no adane ensamankuro no nyasam ketwa wanu mu kire mu se enam se asojafo a yadi pura wanu bebre abegu mpetuam ninti no emabunu a wanu mu ya mrante ni nyina da wa mu nyina ekọ enti ni mpanimfo akasa kirem se nkebe ya enka wanu mu ntu ho anamo papa bi empe de pomasibre papa emfa ema wonom na endra ebra ne ani ononyamfo Kwame edi nkomo no wono oni assembly member ya wo eye mpetuam Kwame emanu wo kire mu ese wo mu dia wo mu susu se ebia wamo sompo bi eye Asanko Gold Mine wano sompo bi a emrante kwa ni timi ko no makweli kakra na wano so ahorohoro no amanya kakra wom ade akwahya walo pepiripi nim no enu na ebia se trigger ye se edian ene esi akire a wano hu nya ne se mentime ho ase asie na se de atuo kasa ye enam so ema ononyafo Samson wanu mrahye bedwani sade wanu odi kan edi to dwa na sade assembly member wa aboabokra etuo ne kasa na woti nananom siado ne de obi entumi enkyerem na emprempre ya mrahye bedwani a wanu owo manso nkwanta ononyafo twene bu akodua fokuo wabeka nsa ewo homa ne so yane ne twetwe komo honorable ma hey SOMPA so nie yada se papa honorable arehusemi adement me ho asi wote ne sei wote no amanamo ben so na so far motu ade afa ho
yo me that say na sa somewhere I mean nyanka family and na me call me person so I mean community engagement that's assembly I mean community among condition assembly member and another person they about me to come as I second year the you can say authorities are binding to me as so monsa to say interior ministry and then lands and natural resources ministry
SOMPA FM
and then Ghana Armed Forces Command. Quickly, institute an inquiry, a public inquiry into this. Now you the amount we by and so as formally constitute a committee on the inquiry into this. And following from that, we take it from there. But with immediate effect, I said a soldier for them feel. So I'm creating unnecessary tension. On Jamon Fiho, on Fiosena police back up, and as I will show a more presence in this.
Honorable Foko, Honorable, yes, wo enka uma wanoso kakra ema yanya enka yebeda sepa.
Yo, the mechanic said, dear, ya edikan, yes, edikan, and he said, ministries of lands and natural resources. There's an interior ministry. There's a Ghana Armed Forces Command. Quickly, as some out, need a public inquiry into this. We need public inquiry.
Really
happened. You need the minimum and formal inquiry into this. Now report. Based on that, you give me recommendations that now with the effect and so that form of tight on almost intimidating the people. Almost both Emma Omunon to a can't be a man a buy. It has to be almost free. So almost free what almost presence in almost day over the beer home or my cover area and net crown and Yancy yes I say me see you know the about the camera. It's almost free. Not the police work a crown about fine. Underlying issues, and you address it. You address it, community concerns. Now, you don't even need this tight security for what? And the security is there for just, it's a psychological issue. The community. Voters alone pay about 60,000. So, estimated, we have about 100,000 inhabitants here. Now, 100,000, are you going to bring the entire
SOMPA FM
to hold this? The guns will never win. It's not the gun that will win. So we better look at resolving this in a way that is acceptable to the community as well. You can't just come in, surround yourself with, armed forces and think that, yes, I will extract, I don't care. I have the forces to guard me. The people living there, they are human beings living their own lives. The workers of Asanko, they should think about it, where they live. If they got up in the morning and they were surrounded by military men with guns, how would they feel? They should empathize with the people of Mpatron.
Honorable, that's papa. Now, Uchremu say lands and natural resources, and the Afe Lands Commission. No, Kamia yese wanom ebubu nuesi waso. Wamo anti die esi e won petuemu no. na sedie ehyasia nam so kura ma assembly member baako etuo ekasa nui besi sabre lands and natural resources mpanimfo ntu anamo bia wo mo ne minerals commission foi
Debbie sabre obia enya unity ma petition all these institutions including the presidency ma petition all of them to come in and act and then many regional ministers so akasa ono so say oba get it back enti make sure anymore Parliament so say your committee are in charge of security and defense and interior. Also no, Mama Maswati. It definitely active. I don't expect these responses in a bit delay because we've done our best. I calming down nerves, but that would be temporary, and it's incumbent on us finding a lasting solution. And the earlier these authorities came in, the better for all of us, the better for Asanko mines themselves, and of course, Ghana as a whole, because this could snowball. It should be in a corner, but it can get snowball and get everywhere. So the earlier, the better.
SOMPA FM.
Mo honorable na yesa sumi sewo. Endra yenyanentia se assembly member wono owa aboabo etuo kasa no eno so otei na otei a anamo bai ena wonu atu ena wo mo kire mu san na kire wo enam so ema etuo kasa a ononyafo yi a wono so ti nananum nsiadu.
Yeah, I mean assembly member no only another person ena it's almost film. So na assembly member ne be no they tell me say a day before a year no ena nipa bi omo de omo so omo kodi omo djuma ena so ja to pam omo so omo nko omo de mi kagani free ho the next day no mo hu say omo nipa ba ko omo ne ko na omo hu no ti omo tifi mo nko so hwe no na ti say odan hio bi mo awu na omo chere say ne hu na no sha e chere say e tio kan enti eno hu yawo ena omo ko pre assembly man yi say die ni nko asanko man so nko twim ye ma nipa e tio kan I don't know, no assemblyman I will be anymore. I don't know, me a copying to Kuni. So, my assemblyman, last week, I mean, 9 gentlemen, I was several assemblymen for over 10 years. So, now our family and all that. And I'm surprised that up till now, there hasn't been any response. No formal contact from Igina Sanko, Matis Omar be released about it. This release, what are you doing about it? Also by engaging. Whom have you engaged? So I want the public to know that yes, it's an unfortunate incident that we are grieving now, but if we don't deal with this issue as quickly as possible, we might not be able to hold down these contests. I mean, further, we've done it now. But you should know that the people are grieving, and we can't continue promising them that we will resolve this issue whilst they know we've not started anything. And it is up to the authorities, and I've petitioned them already.
Honorable Yadase, na sese adehia wo maso kwanta eni mpatuam wo mu nyina atio na ase brofo ne doso dododo enti ninke yebesere na wa matwi no adoso de amaye na wo ka Asanko good mine eno a one press release ya wo mo de baaye no wo mo so kire mu anase wo mo state e wo mo release ni mu say asojafo na wo mo egu ho na wo mo bo eye adwumakuo ni ho ban no e wo mrem a no eye minerals commission mrem ene wo enti enye se bia wo mo ho no wo mo ado mo pe ene ba ho anase wo mo behunahuna adehia wo mo potem ho enti no eye ade a wo mo ho daa Honorable yebisa o se sa na tie dia dien ene wo mo ho dadaada enfa how bia maye na sesei die enam so ema ukasa no kwasis nipa ba mienu ena tu aka wo mo a wo mo afiri mu yi
Matiasie ye benyamia ti se nipa nyamia maya dwene aye ni etimi dwene ti no manse okay na se okate okay that dia security ho nti adentina enre ya na se musio ho I mean all this were evidence ho Anyway, na BBC on the day na kopa sa bi ni bai. Ana ti say ensem bi over akoko so a antwe ene ma sa no me bai. Na security system na all can say the security on. Yes, of course, the business is there. All your business now over now perceive risk. You can, I mean, reach out. SOMPA. Now, I mean, always, things that you asanko so more. You know this level on security, a bamboo form of doors to say, now, there be almost should be a more discrete area, you're more inside, baby. And yet intimidating and then sexual. But when your mark of form of the brain, near Casamiko term of Patrium last week, yeah, and I mean, woman, I'm a good old brain. So, it is a dear, I'm a lawful, I mean, Cata would be Trinity at Bower to my home by and your lawful. Name one, only in Myanmar, Apocoso, it's pleasure, and as a community, no. And EJP or Munimo, how much is your mother from the Buama community? Omonia and Midian, and Munching on Cotis Abbey, the other one. No, a ancestral, no shed, Kuna, Mumu, yet no, no so much out. And he, no one can it that I told, this normal, we are saying that your boy at home.
SOMPA FM.
But level, no, intimidating. And then they are there and a kid that almost be about the town. And they are make a say, may not cause a figure. Almost incident, you mark up on the grab a town. I'm a pass, almost normal better. If you almost free of back matching yard, car crowding to me for her. Some part, almost deny. The car crack, chrome for normal some of the camera back. I bet match almost too kind. I'm from for her. Come to the military, the grab a go. Now you say now show money, yeah. It's only a matter of time. So tell me that they say a son staggering, not getting cancer.
Honorable Foko me na se na Nyankopon ya adumu abrepem no ye besan so aba ho na ya baji enchiremu foforo se bibi esi ekira.
Okay, that's it.
Abusua ye ne mrahye bedwani a wosoma de hye a wonom ewo manso kwanta. Onyanyafo atwene bu akodua fokuo ene ene no atwetwe nkomodie esiye Asanko Gold Mine Limited eno no wasante ematemo ene emabunu a wo mo wo mpatuam wo mo ntam nam so masesei ono aboa kam yate asese onyanyafo Samson assembly member wono owo aboabo etuo kan no nipa ba ko ka ho ene wo mati na nanam sedo enti no wakire mu se asojafo na wo ho ne do osododo wo ne mo hwe na omo mpa ne pomesire papa emfa ma de hye no.
Eni yemfri sare ho semi eho na yemfo ye ni nchemu nsemfo from asante mantema yunkro ena yegina yi wa wonim kajetie bia enim bia ya yefra ho PZ ewadum ewono ndi adwuma wo mu edie eyefon so adwuma ena wo mu edie ne ye opefon bia akọ hono mu a wo benya ebi ato na no pe ya ba beto dwase kemefo akọ bubu stores ye wo eye edum PZ wono mu a ni nyina to agu na wo sansemi wunti no yenkwa homa so na yere yensem training yo butu asante mantemo bawa bedu entwetwe nkomo emfa ho bawa otimi nka ma hai bawa otimi nka memo ha o
mege osumini aba
yo na edie na esia kemefo akwakodi sa adwuma yi
ni aba ma me na wa tani kwankasa we no enwe ena yenyane ntiese kemefo omo di congestion exercise omo ye no omo no omo di PZ inna yini na PZ sanye ujuba manchi ya omo tuntu fonsi omo tete table na fin komia so ewo final no ba dia o run about no ewo no ifuba konta esoko a PZ kind no no ewo nya asem na yeke nchi kakra ye ko ye chairman eye family to me de ko ye ne se omo manchi nu ba ko na isi eye bebi o ma chama omo no effort na ko ni mu na ke me task force bi ko na omo hu se effort mo ma shemra da se ma mo na wona wa bet na on ye no omo wo ho kwan se wo se table na ba be tukwan mu bi omo ye wono anu mu bi omo tuni so bu table no na omo bu ni sa no na branche na omo bu ni table no no ada katre eye ke me task force ni se nyankopon entua ne ka ne waye no na ke me mpanyin fo say any of one cry is here, Mamont now. After so, you need my doom pizza, no one can send. And for Anna, Yabaka said, video, from one to think a fossil a demon and Fabinano, and what final Anna and Namua Eba, the size in Jenny there before. Every year, chef for now, almost the point they are told, Tabia Yanua, Ronald Samia, they are for so into the Sadia, any a bed you are the moment. And no now, woman, here, almost paying for share over 2 moments here, not that. They came and paid for you congestion as one of the upper could do and neck. A brave way you could do one of the necessary. And Mantian agent now, Nadia say, almost so many amount, and what a devil year. They have been paying for every somebody say, if I do a firm with Yama, a young Mantia Omoto, Niama, a doom pizza. Now, remember, make us one of your next time my family been two or that a year a doom pizza to get before now. It didn't come on, yet I see a quantity of
and none of a boy are 9 years so painful be I show Hakaka echo. You call it on the Omocha and say, almost say, Agitin Bonnet, are they are in the Pabonne for war. Yes, I will be anywhere on your mature. To be any our body brad, be a command mouthful. They say a beer school near your Juma. No much number stop here saying, yeah, a very any reason. And then we'll be taught the babu and the scanning how they cut off. Then you know, I so yeah, I just say, yeah, but say babu, dear. Because Abana Abano, Yanni didn't buy a higher way, young to about 50% to Hada. But this year, you're too grateful. I'm here to abandon the echo. Yano, you know, almost so much. Ya can't be a side no more, you know, about 50 abino, and I bet you can't. Omuntie, Miami, Yazuba, Krakatri say, pressure more, you know, a hanka home. But still, operation leaders also age because.
Arishmamba eni ayekwati ye chairman edema PZ edwedifo ya wo mu ewo ho ena ye nam ye nsentwe ni ye obutu asantemantemo ba obedu so ede ebremu
afe ye nwuramu na ye wura amanyosemu wosono kokurukwa amanyokuo ene PP wo mo aboboa no ene ye wei chochofo edema ekue eyira Justin Kodua Frempong na wo de krata bia babonten ni nyina ye bono man tantitrene Oro akwambafo asabrei wo yukofo aboboa no a wo mo etototo nano na eno na pani se krata wo de ba bontensa de asie nie won de hu se man no wo mo anka wo se wo mo boye ho ban eno achi eba mramu a wo se wo mo timi etwitwa edegitimamufo no wo mo na aba na fa kuntuna se na wo hwehwe wo mo achi na fe wo de wo mo kuntia timamufo titru wo no mo a empese wo kasa bo abeka wonyam wo mo ka de ha Ghana na de ntia wo kan we nyina ne se ene obete na ye kɔ kwabrane esumesi bentia na kutu bente ho na wo mo kɔ akɔkye no breku a abonofo sa mo kɔ so pa wo man no mo wosanka wo mo twa abahwe ano wo boya na wo bɔ bɔko wo bɔ nkwanta bɔ gbanyiri se eno na bebia nipa ne nam ya wo mo firi gbanyiri ho we nyina no empanimfo nya adagye nkɔ ho ye Chief Justice na wo moyi no se de be na wo betumi aye de wo no mope na yewura Justin Kodua Frempong wo kan we nyina no na wo be chese nyese bia de wo no mo kase yewura IGP na bono manta NPP chairman akaseti anu nti na we nyina aba no wo so na mmom wo no hu ne se de be ye na wo man no mra se ye adwuma na mpanimfo yi wo mo biebie so
Ebusia ye so asem so e won sem foforo mu dia ma na bampo ensemwa na ye guso ayegina emrahye bedwani a wono osoma de hye a wonom e wo Asen South abato empesua so e Reverend Intim Fodjo wono so wade entreye bi akoto ne hye ni mu ngoma mekere Facebook no so na ne sem wa wo kire mu NSA wo ka kire omampani ye mampani His Excellency ye wura John Dramani Mahama ene aban a wonom ebu nyina ese kamia yesese sei no yani ankasa na ye wo my Ghana mu no sabio yentimi nka ya dwen ana no ada eye owura kwame aye bafo abronye ebuno emantamu wono ani dwemtene dima amanyoko MPP sade na apam echire mu yi wanom se aposifo akofa no womkofa na yoko na yeyi ana onwanyafo ntimfo echire mu sei wo ka kire owura Mahama se president yeyi jaise wakofa kunkum abo hama tebe hama mu oduro adi kumuntatia no na sede yede omanyi asumdue mu ehye wonsa oni andi se amanyoko no monhwe na asumdue yede hye monsa no ebetumi tumi afa ntampefra esanse ye de sha mo nsakra na afekra maaye wohwemu a wankasa no wonim sese de niema ekono wo yo manpanini afa wo yo commander in chief adema Ghana Armed Forces afa wo sanso ye titinani adema National Security Council enti no memfa wo tumi emfa nsha wo nsam enya niema bi asebio ebetoto yasomdue na se na emom watumi aye sede ewo se ede asomdue ede ba omayem ebie wo nso kabi mamenka bi no eya mamuo a Ghana ye dibu enti ni yahye na sede be ye betumi agina brane no ononyafo intim fodwo se yahye na enyina ebrane
ene ma yenko wosono wo maboboa no na meka sei enkuta hode bofo ede ba amanyoku no yera Richard Ahiagba ewo ya homa no so na yemusa se krata ba abonten a ni nyina no wo mo ka ede a che se kama ye se aban no wo hyesra adom afe post dom no ekutupa se wo mo nkuntia wo mo ane wo mo nya adwene sa semi se no obesi a kire mu pa amatimamufo ate ase yie Mira Ahiagba dumie no ka se eboso mpani ma hae
minya
na krata yewra Justin Kodu Afrempon sa hyase eye yenu akwa mbafo chia wo mache no na mo ka ho asem na se na mpesa mo kire pa
yo pene na dase na me de SOMPA FM afa so magana fo nyina ye tene se sensa John Domani Bahama ne NDC4 we ni aba December 2024 mutu ko kanje Ghana and the Constitution Article 31 above by said Kasa Yeka at the bois my democracy a cost being responsible, accountable. Kasa Yampong Constitution to mean criminalizing. But NDC if it down by or criminalizing free speech. The social media, TikTokers, Facebook for or trust MP. I mean, maybe you're not interested in the American overtake. See, all kinds of someone the bar. The Tikwapai, I call for police for you, reward, I could see a teaching for. So I need a law.
Communication, enti asamba na moso mo kandi a kire mempani sesei.
The air can say, only I say, all this criminal libel law system. You have repealed criminal libel law. And then, so because some, I mean, no, Cassie, the American sending on your order. There's a civil means of addressing that. It's a civil libel. Who sue, Nakaso, Medifemo, na and no court at Transiria, and Papa Richard, where the family pay. Now, that's twice. Say, see, I'm say, Nani Panafa repair the reputation. And yes, democracy, no 10 year Madam Koso, but question I decided to say, apart from sectors that talk of the era of silence, Abba has a gun of phone to make us all Katani and so on, or Faban. You decided to say, and you be a Kevin Taylor. I can be a lady, Kruha, the American people money will be a new beer man. Ghana. No do be at them. A handful politicians will be at them at all. But Sakray, President Mahama, born who buying, you should national security born who buying.
Mira Richard Minchawano.
Warranta.
Na sa de ekosui. Timamufo bi se asechini ya ne so no. Eye game bi a mo hye dey play. Se uti we a wo be ya no sen.
Yo, question, Mate. But the question I've been so be this, and they say, and I know a CDN. Then on one, actually, I could see, you see, and now so yeah, almost say, and the Omoyan and Yenny Dino, then almost kinds of. So we use our question, and I need this almost say, yeah, young Cosso Sa. The young Cosso Sa, the other MPP in your phone, not young phone. Now, Kose to me at Danibio, na yenso so ebe di idea, yenso ye fanyomo, pepe anase embrosa. Na question be di etire ni say, na Ghana no, e di kwa kusi say, and no ye pe. Enti se nye sa ye pe dia, and ye na ye ya enye no, and let be ya engineering country. Again, warrior, and yet they are actually in answer to be from no for yes, I know to me catch us, and yes, I need a Pegana. Then no be a and your catcher said, Yana, oh, so come me a tire, and then oh, yeah.
Ma ye na wase awie na saa nkomo we no ye ntre mo nko hot bite so ana say Professor Kwamna Abochi show for God and country so na motimi ado e de atrem ye bede wase se kasebo de mu ye bo open woje yen so wono eyankute hundie bofo edema wosona manyoku no yewra Richard ahiagba ene ye ko ne kodi nkomo yi
na yemfa kase no kopiemu e wo Ghana yemrahye ebedwefie dwomtine ni ya wono ene da energy committee no ano wo Ghana yemrahye ebedwefie eye yewra Emmanuel Baja wode atodwasa nanu ada ECG adwumekuo no e di proposal bi bai esenke be ya wo mo etototo eye electricity be numu kakra e di ama Ghana fo ne no enam so ma Ghana fo ni bi kra yes we di nka bebo ebi musu senke emmoa esanse sa wo hwe sene niam si ekoso no a enya de bebo ne no enam so amene ya make say chaba de atodwa se ono kwa no akwantuo mu ono oteye ese wo mo di proposal na akwa PURC fo no se enyam ba na te na yeso o twen se bedu pa de enya de a obesan anaso obete ase e de ama wo bra woni sentrofo di nkomo no say no de tudwa.
When I was at the other side of the aisle, when I was the ranking member for Western Housing and Water Resources, I remember in one of our conversations with PRC, I told them that, well, I will even approve of about 300% for them at that time. But sitting here as the chairman of the Energy Committee and listening to PRC, ECGA, and all the institutions that are under PRC, I will not approve anything, that ECG will bring to us. Just returned from outside, and on my own page, that is my committee's page, it was bipartisan bashing on ECG. I mean, nobody, they will not come to us with this. In fact, I'm going to call the PRC executive secretary that he shouldn't bring it to us. The last time they increased in 70%, they came. We told them, well, should have consulted us. He didn't consult.
Arishma mani pokasa ye dwomtine ni yo energy commission na committee no eso e wo Ghana yemrahye bedwefie na owie no wa mananso a wo se ebeye ankaban no embremu na ECG adwuma no entimi ngina.
The purchasing power of consumers to pay for it, but the conversation should also move from there to find out whether we want these utilities to be a social good or private good. And I believe you will come there and then we'll discuss it. If it is a private good, then ECG can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. But if it's a social good, the government must support ECG to recover the cost. Because one of the factors that I saw was the full cost recovery of our debt. While you pass on this debt to consumers. And so for me, I believe that if we don't want to move the conversation to full cost recovery, which will become automatically private good, then we should be looking at it. And if government should absorb some of the
Arishma mani pokasa ye dwomtine ni ya wada energy committee no ano e wo Ghana yemrahye ebedwefie yewra Emmanuel Baja.
Ene eto ne de ye ni abere ho pa se tie bia ye pese ye niam aye yi a e wo se ye boye ho pagya na Ghana gas fo nso na esusu se won mo nso de no won benya anka ho mo nche mo adu akono ba akon entumomra se de be na won betimi de asoso wo munyumadiem na abere bia wo motimi ano bi e de asomoyen na eno na wo mo che se nka dollar no $1.10 to $2.10 na ni nyina emu no ansa na be ye Public Utility Regulatory Commission for wo mo bu nkunta ehwe ye botom hu se so entumu ni nyina eba sen na ebesi ayode amayen enam so ema manager edema commercial operation edema gas no yera Sylvester enumi kujo ena kasa ho chese eke wo ho no wo betimi atre wakwaba mu na wapre ni nyina afiri ho a se tie bi ombenya hoden e de asontemamufo ejie sompa.
Now, was some chronomono and executive director Edema Institute for Energy Policy and Research. Ora Kwadwo Nsafopoku wadoso akasache mu se Ghana Water Company Limited wase wo hwemu a wanom enkrata na wo report wa wanom de bepie mu e Public Utility Regulatory Commission wanom akache no echemu se ekwanya wo faso ehihye nsuo ana wo process nsuo no echese wo boka o wo boka pa na mom wohwemu a eka wane mo boss wa mo processing nsuo ama na timi abaya krogen ama Ghana yanso yegya bia no no ana ye de di adwuma no enya no ho kampo ene wo mo di ni nyina agu yaso mi yetua enti wo mo akasa no Ghana Water Company Limited no wo mo atebo ne so se de wane mo bo ho ka nyina no mo yesi wo mo di gu yaso a enke yetimi ntua enti owura kwadwo safo ampoku sei wo mo ateso dada ene yetua se de one sompa kase edi nkomo no ene
Ghana Water today, I looked through their presentation, right? They are producing water far expensive than what we are paying for per cubic. You understand? Now, so that means we are actually subsidizing water. We're actually subsidizing water, right? So the point I'm making now is that because they have different problems. G distributes the electricity, they don't collect the money. Ghana Water distributes the water, but the cost of producing the water they distribute is very expensive. That's the dichotomy between the two of them. But the issue is that if you treat it as a business, then as a businessman, I will probably want to pass on the cost to the consumer.
Executive Director Edema Institute for Energy Policy and Research, Owura Kwadwo Nsafua Pokunu wachire mu no enti Ghana Water Company Limited eka wo mo bono abusua wo mo so wo de nyina egu Ghana adehye so ema ye nyina yatua enke yentimi enti kakra ne yatua no wo mo atebo ne so kakra ene yatua no ene wacheche mu
na wasofo ya wono na hwe yagudie wonsam so Owura Kofi Adams wone sentwofo di nkomo de atodwa se abai no eba besi 50 capacity stadium ewo botema na no ebeboa ama so obi fine man so kra no obepiem o mayimu a obetimi akwakwa etrade wo hono na etimi afa ne padodo no na ama agudie mu nsam so etumi agina abrane wo bra wone central fodi nkomo no sei ena odi tudwa.
Well, we are looking to having a new stadium of that size around our Boteman space because we want to elevate that whole place to like where international clubs like they are doing now in Morocco and the rest can come and even camp and train there. So we add accommodation, we add everything. So in future, even when your Black Stars come, you will not see on our budget line accommodation.
Adishma Owura Kofi Adams we no amana so wa woso hwe Ghana sane yagudie mu nsem esieti abebo papa na wo mo peso wo mo fa enkwofo amanso de no ne yedi sika hyem ye investment na boa ama agudie mu nsem wo memu no ebetimi akwa animu.
It's a very promising sector handle and done well. It will be a huge lifting for our country, and you can see it around the world that many the space have chosen to invest heavily in sport because they know it will do what many other things have not been able to do. So you go to countries like Morocco today as
Arisma mani pokasa ye Owura Kofi Adams wone ne yosofo a wo hwe Ghana yagudie mu nsem so
afe yemfra agudie mu na yenko akwan yie ene ho nsem mu Penny Kane no na Chief Executive Officer Edema Youth Employment Agency. Yeah. Owura Ibrahim Bashiru. Na wode afutuo na mama mpani John Dramani Mahama. Se mampani Akufo-Addo. Na penso no apedwa janshen. Wo mo ye nhyehyɛ so wo be ya bypass sonom na ɛho ade. Enti se chini ya baba mu na afutuo de be ma ne se. Enkran kuma se tempo no wonwie ansa na wo be ye foforo kora.
I think that what President Mahama's government should do that will save our major resources, and that for me will be very prudent in terms of financial management, is to continue and finish the 30% from the termination point and take it up to Tech Junction, because President Akufo-Addo government has done that. And if that is done, I'm sure it doesn't take away the fact that in future you can still expand if that is what you want to do. But for a government to commit about 1.2 billion Ghana cedis and
Eno Owura Ibrahim Bashiru wono ena Kane na Chief Executive Officer Edema Youth and Employment Agency no afutu a wode amama mpani John Dramani Mahama na afutu obia ni ho abusua change kakra hye ho enenti ena wiabre OBAAPA time heba Mr. Noa Dr. Tafiri Jade abre yense yemfantu malaria ase esanse yetempo anu de anwemu an yete enwure efuye wo yemfichire bola se de yesi yono ne ye gota emu asisi no enne papa ntontom ye dwade kan korete me de ba eno nso wono mo epai wi a ntontom ni banku no woni bofre de wodi se obenom nipa moja ene ne wi a na ede nyare wo ebre wo no no time heba mixture na malaria fever no adwane afiri ho wotumi edidi abo we de ma ewia no wabɔ ho ban sɛ de yade bia ba entimi wo time HH herbal mixture ene ne capsules no ba bia bi wo hɔ time ne TIME 0244417669 wo mo ahoma no sɛ wobɛkae a kane dudo unom bi pɛn ye na ye nom bi ne de ansa na wo mpa aduani nie no wonya twi wusu wie ya na onum dudo no na eduba bi na ahwɛ na sɛ opese wonum ntepa ene onum wie na wakotwi osen nanso sen na nananom ne wo mo yode amaye sabre na yare ahodo no ne yenim no enne enyare wadin aye dedede nanso e ka wa na ede wo ko owuom no 2074 na ama mekasa wai FDAC ye na DHC wo mu nti okra bia hia bi na mom wo ma akoda no fo wafa afuro ana wonya nimfinhye dumienu ankɔ ho ba bia eto nro bia enupai ebi wo ho wo mu kutaye mu awie ena kase no yede sombo
Ebusia ya somo sompa ewa premtobre ekase mu original ye na ye kwakopie mu ewa National Identification Authority akache NIA wanom ebo amane se wanom ahyase register emofra wanom anya mfinhia no nsia ekwa akwasi mfinhia no edu enai 6 to 14 years enti no said wanom akyerɛkyerɛ mu wanom akyerɛ mu ekwan ya wo befa so a wabofra ewo mfinhia no nsia ekwa akwasi mfinhia no edu enai a ye be register no ye ne owura William Ampoma edi enkomo ewo homa no so miwra ma hey sompa premtobre kase so ni Yera yesra ma wone so kakra ema yen na eni yenimu nkomo kakra registration yi ebreban na mo hyase emiaya ya hyase register mofra yi na afei ebreban na beba wiye
me na simi na ba me tia wona we for ene wa hwefo nyina awie afei ikwe mu no the National Identification Authority a registration a register okada abi in 3 engineer it will be a line one schools now the BT na the non kwada nsa anka it protocol the kind of backlog by the name can say the National Identification Authority clear backlogs meaning and kwadana a register of schools meaning of card they are printed school being usumi ya munia yanchi say the schools na ya for application card no and the ama and kwadana no ma ofo kwada adinti nya untumi paka ben share wono nta iti omodo ma ofo no ebeba na ya issue card no the ama kwadana ya dia shawo no nta momati ede amawo no actually no ya ka bo ho da wu say Ukoyen premium centers are all the regions across the country. The premium centers, what the Oba wedding influence here, a B9 and a year, it may register at the card, no, a shannon, sir. Yes, so I won't do say, Namay, I don't know, you should cast my apprentice in every demand Padana. I feel the district offices and so ever here and your registration of Pada on the influence near to B9. And then Sibura, the Bema, the PF4, and as the Ghana for Edi Junana and Mamono, the Bema more as son athlete, and the Brea Mudichiniaco district offices now. I call EMO registration. But in plain a premium center, DRA, across the country. The register of our wedding SOMPA FM.
Mira, entino sese na wakyerɛkyerɛ ye mu no emofra ne ye be register one more a dean ne dean e na wase ye na ekwan be so ana niema ban na wase one mo de ba ne atimi atwerɛ won din e na dean e na ni kwan se ye
me aba me da se apada bia okɔ in registration center that a premium center not register all of you in Singapore to do a line up. And then I was here to register at the name of Dana Padana so 8 years. Lady kind here bed set.
wabodi yewo no abodi nkrata ya de ma wo usunya na odi akọ register your card only be now your passport to me at the call equire registration na oje wo card uni niema mienu bia nso a obi a oye o maame ana o papa ana tempo unia a wa register Ghana card ni bi dada no obi tumi agina mu na photo card say one voucher ana wadi agina mu ama register ama wonta account card.
Yebra William yada se papa ene en komotwetwe a woni atwetwe wato yebo acheche mu pa yada se sompa ne atiefo Ebusia ye no opani a okasa Edema National Identification Authority NI adwumako no Owura William Ampoma Dallas ene ne no edi nkomo yi enti no mofra no 6 years to 14 years no won mo ahyase a wanom register Ghana card na edema wo monti said o twetwe mu nkomo na wakọ akoye bi ede amaba ebusia ye nyina yeso ne anya aboafo nkrato emra sese ye sro twen yen
Point homeopathy clinic Ghana had the obi anim say say prostate na baby omutibe ye screening ema hu ni ye etu ase a na e endpoint homeopathy clinic anase e kidney e liver problem wo fa baby e na adjujo na de fa ne premature ejaculation no a ba ma bi a wo ne wodofo akwakwahia ase wo di ne ho agro ase wo tonte ene ye bra endpoint homeopathy clinic na ye moa wo e ma ne mema mo pa wo e ye endpoint homeopathy clinic wo mo dem fua yare bia infections bi ne wo ho anase bia wo hwa wo fa baby na adjujo kidney problem prostate de e endpoint homeopathy clinic kuma se ubehu endpoint homeopathy clinic e wo kronoma bohia e na akra hanso so de wo mu gina mu ankasa e wo spintes bebre friend share signboard no huduro na ubusasa wo pe endpoint homeopathy clinic obia e be kire for endpoint e wo 0244867068 and 0274234321 endpoint homeopathy clinic wo mu dem
me pa cho bra na me hwa de wo bagi
bra aden enanso biem
time heba me hye ya me ka se yi ba kuin ani wayi me yensen
bra sanya time heba me hye esi agye ni me fiefo enya de abaako ebeso yen
we de udi se ofa ni nyina
time heba me hye me ka se me di one dance ya heaven ene de mekwa akopie enti se malaria we draw ne time heba me hye
enye enunku o de nanum ato a wontimi anidie no time heba me hye duro no ene ye ma o oba a wafa afuro de o ma akwada nofo ene akwada a woni mfie dumienu entimi num aduro yi bi se obeto aduro yi bi anoma hwe se wakọ hospital anase lab ameye hu se wo atridie malaria yi bi ansa se opetam heba mesha enuro dudu atu a fo ani kire KNG Herbal Center ewo Emrom Abidjan House ana ba akoso wo atonsu Monaco Junction
eno echi obenya bi atowo over the counter medicine sellers eni herbal shop dodo na emu
pre 0244417669
kayo set time no TIME time herbal mixture afi malaria fever bi adani ziba ewo munu betu akọ
FDA agi adwadie nkratoa yi atum
tontonte yenum nsane e faadwen ne e faadwen ampa say na nim se bre bi beba ama tonti na 74 opa ye ne simple T74 abeye aduro tonti na 74 ana T74 asa twe yadwene asina nanom dodo so se de na dodo bua ma na nanom enyare basabasa no saa na tonti na 74 ana T74 ebu anipadua no emo immune support enti obi onum bie no abre bia ne ho den tonti na 74 yi nso yaye no se nsuo krokro wa kama enti ba bia wonam bia obetimi de wade akọ samene wa anka fi na ekroyi eda no nko na wie ya wa bra mennom T74 samennom tonti na 74 menya hodin mennom ne da bia T74 yi eye hahama ene ye de aye na DHC ena aframa na ye kama saa no T74 ahoden ni apomuden ko a woko pharmacy ana ba bia to no bia ubenya tonti na 74 yi bia to T74 yi enye ma oba wa fafuro ana obi a oma nufo ana se obi a onya mfie dumi eto phone 05016289931 and 0246073498 FDA agi adwadie nkratoyi atum
Adeshwama yadamwase ne mo mra yemfa kase no kopiem e mfimfim mantemo Apadentra East ho na yegina na Mercy Kachi panyi yo Apadentra East Honorable George Anani Coleman ene wakwa kopiem e dunkwa no fe dwakesiem bia ye adwadifo edi dwa no ya wabubu niema wo mo eton e wo no mo ya wo kyese kwan ye adwadifo no e fa so eton sa niema no enya de nani eje wo se table wo pa na ezo adwadifo obahu no wo mo de niema na egu kwam wo de egu efom ya wo mo eton wo kyese ye bansa no a eya na ha adwen
how are we in Pessia and say and the hunu na enye jada e ma di bi afa e de ye ne yesi mo munye cha wokọ edwa bi na okọ mu sisi yi na bebre di de dwanu mu a entosifo ne wo mo to atos de no o tables wanka no de consumables e so mo di good tables so wanka sa kwa mu tables se bebre sisi yo nenso ma ni bia yo ma de so mo de so mo di o mo ne ma be good tables so aton de o mo nya ni sada snails e ya wi bi sisi ni cabbage a big form meko egu form you know ntos jende tigina na nya dia esene fata space wu dwanu mu a sahani ma mbe wu dwanu mu akoto ezu nti be bae na be mo ko me no make bia ase
Adeshwa Manipo kasa ye Mercy Kachi panyi yo wo Apadentra East Mercy ni emo Honorable George Anani Coleman na owie ye no edwadifo no so ene yen sentre ni Papa Kofi work alone etwetwe nkomo sei ene omode tudwa
tebru da ho bebre na ma anu tebru ayentena so wonu mo pekwa ahwe ho na sika ne bantentem ye to ne tentem ye sedwom ena kyese ja de nyame bedum ye bia ne age wonum so mradwomre bi etu wonum bai ye ma wonum baby obi eni hotra table no so wonum nyina asan kogu kwan no aha no de ba de ka se nya ne ye boa eye asodwa no ye na se nipa na amaniti ya ntofe wa ni oti anu asa wo kan nipa na etwem no ye busa sa sai no ase ati ya no enti asa ye pamacha mu de hudwuma ma ye mpe e wo se mu boa ye Adeshwa mani awodo ekwotie ye dwadifo ma wo mo ewodu nkwadwa kesiem mo wo bra wo mo ne nsentwe ni Papa Kofi work alone edisa ankomo yi
tag na wo de to ho a ento esanse Russia Ukraine wo mo ntokwa wo ho ane ebusa se wo ta ho yachi na Poland fo enso de akasa ho na wo mo kyese se de Donald Trump ani esi abere ne Ukraine ne Russia se be ne wo mo ntembedwo no se wo mo pe ba bia man no bi gina Poland de won mo ka ne prenye premfa se wo mo to wo mo punu mu se wo mo nsoso abonefo sem ne ntokwa so no enye ne firi se kan wo mu na wo mo ka sa ntam no na nso ni nyina se amanfo beka ya Russia drone ahodo a wo ma se no e wo Poland fo nsa ase so se no nim ankasa bere ebikura wiase nyina da ne abutu na Frank Gardner na wo kasa ansemi nyina wo twese sei security correspondent e wo mpotem no edi adanse se wo hwe netofo wo mudwumadi a wo mudie ene ehwade a we Kremlin wo sheda pa ene test ye hwe de netofo nso wono beka na nso nyina no Russia diplomat a wono wo Poland no nso nyina chese sa Polish airspace ho no wudi ho agro wene beba ho so na wade papa bi na wono asen wo na nso President Volodymyr Zelensky wono nso chese se de Europe fo a wo ma yese wo mo ta na chi no aye hu pa e de ama Russia fo ama drone mako ahena ni dunum na wo ma lanche ne sesei
Abusia yenyina yeso na pramtobreka se ye de sumo wigina ye munukom se pen safei no waso afidi ansem aye didi wontua no bi NSA ye kopie mu e o manson kwanta ene mrahye bedwani oho ononya fofokuo edi nkomo ni nyina fa menteme ho ase a esi ye e wo mpetwam eye asanko gold mine ene mabunu no enam so ma enipa mienu eti nananom se do no wo kire mu se asojafo ne do aso okrom wadodo ebe ya mpanimfo enyi bi mfiri wo
Sansu ni yede mokopie mu asante mante mayu nkrokumase KM adwumeko ye wo ho makwa bubu edum PZ wa ade hye ya won mo etonton phone se wo ho no mo
Kane Youth Employment Agency Penny and Wodano say Deputy Chief Executive Officer Yura Bashir Ibrahim ase mampeni Njo Mahama wo beye kwanfoforo bi a enkran kumase tempo no wonwiansa
Ebusia mo Facebook messages kakra mo de ba ye no yen kenkan emfa mam na Hajia special local foods na so yasene biane papa akache ane ho na piaga si opposition is leading NDC na ono so de ba ye no keke kaswa wase kaswa from American Town Kenke House aka GBC give Bawumia another chance ni dinku ano no and wase NDC attacking Ghana democracy simple wase kudos to Nana Ahinkan aka Kede Golden Boy and afe Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsin from KK Kaswa wano so dia de ba ye no Kwame Sapile 2 wano so abema ye 2 wa ha no mu a wachire mu say give Bawumia another chance was my MPP family let's vote for Dr. Bawumia yo wano so obeye ne dia wa ha we wachia Hajia Safia Mohammed next NPP National Women Organizer and afe Nana Ahinkan aka Kede Golden Boy Komesa Piletu de no and afe Nana Ekwiamu Aboaten wono so ebaye ebechia kama wono so edie enono Nana Mensa ke weba for so I was good afternoon my people Mason Kwanta calm down we need peace afe Baba Mahama Obuase ose ordinary Ghanaian can't pay their ECG bill wono so abechia na dwen wa ha was watch yampanifo pi ebusia messages ne doso ebriniti yemfa ni enamuase se moje brani adaje etie pram chobrekase e wo sompa wa ha ni nsia e chipo enum kasa video so ni affiliate ni nyina opasima kadihia yaje pene ni esi adwa ya binsemi e ma mimidini abena badu adepa kofi menuminu anom
OBAAPA nana ya ka kire na fe
triple A ejapia APAM DADAA ye kono OBAAPA kosu enhira de mobro wasem atwa so